Hello guys, let's see if anyone could manage to be here with me live, or I'm going to talk to myself and you can watch it later. I will wait a few minutes. Meanwhile, while I'm waiting, I want to show you. Hello, or Zdrasty Kalyan. I want to show you just why we entered this trade right here. This is a very nice strategy that is called 50% pin bar. This is a strategy that suggests a heavy fall of the price reaching a certain level, like the situation right now, and creating a huge pin bar. The best is if it happens on the higher time frames, like 1 hour, maybe. I think 1 hour is one of the perfect time frames. Then the strategy suggests that the price will try another fall after that too. That's why I draw this rectangle here, so I can see where the center is. And after that, the price, you can see like a test of the center and started to go up. So whether it will hit the take profit, I don't know. But for now it's looking good. Of course, we protected the trade already. If you enter the second trade, I think that if the price return to here, it will probably mean that we will not see upper movement, but we'll see again. If you want, if you're on good profits, you can close profits on the way, because it's better to protect something whether to get out with nothing. Also, I think today is the best day to talk about psychology. I decide to talk about this because I saw in myself, even in myself, that I had some tough times in the couple of days, and that is because I'm new to this sphere, to take the whole responsibility by myself, to manage everything by myself, to answer everyone that is writing me on private, to answer all your worries, because of course you believe in some way in me. That's why you joined the group, and I feel very responsible for the outcome of this. A little louder, okay. Let me see. Now, is it better if I talk closer to the microphone? So I think that this theme, psychology, is very pretty much match the situation at this moment, because at Friday I had some losses. I'm not going to lie to you, I get a little bit angry. Maybe, I don't know, angry is the word. Monday was a good trading day. Yesterday was not a good trading day. The price tricked me for 1 or 2 pips, hit my stop loss, and after that made the 70 or something like that pips. I have the trade here. Yeah, 60, 70 pips after that, because again, I get a little bit frustrated. I decided to stop for the day, which is not a mistake, but leads to missing the order book that I personally send you, that it forms well. I told you, but it's a rejecting from the trend line, so be careful. And it reached the trend line. I think if I open this, yeah, This is a trend line. You can see how the price reached again the trend line. So if some of you send me profits, so good if you have managed to collect some profits. I couldn't, so that's why I decided, as I told you, to speak about psychology today, because psychology is one of the most important things if we want to grow as traders and to have some success in this area. Sorry, okay, let me move this one. I wrote down some things to talk about. Sorry that I don't have a presentation. Maybe one day I will get to do something about it. But for now, guys, or if it's better visually for you, if it's easier, I could put it here and talk about it together on the things that I wrote. So the first feeling that is most likely for you to go through is doubt. Doubts are absolutely normal if you don't have experience, and as you can see, sometimes even when you have experience, when you have 2 or 3 losing strikes or situations like mine from the yesterday's situation with the stop, just the price just reaching my stop and immediately goes without any pip in the opposite direction, I mean in the losing direction, and it made 60-70 pips. So it is absolutely normal for us to feel some doubts about the strategies, as I write it down, the stop loss, the take profit. Did I put the stop loss right? Shouldn't I put 5 pips more, or things like that? But you have to know that this is part of trading. It's not something that we wish to feel or to get along, but it happens, guys. So we can't do anything about it except to continue to do what we are best at, and this is analyzing and entering trades. As you can see today also, it was not a bad decision that we closed the trade here, because this is one of my other strategies that probably I will speak about on Friday. But you can see water rejection. After this candle, I probably 10 of 10 times will close the trade, because you can see most of the times after candles like that, the price return to some strong areas, etc. Of course, in this case, it only reached the swing area, but we couldn't collect something from the buy position. And after that, I told you sell. I rushed to move the stop loss early, which was my mistake. And this is again due to the losses from yesterday, because I don't want you to be on loss. Of course, I want you to be profitable. Everyone who believes in me, who is in the inner circle, I want you to have profits. And that's why I was like, okay, we collected some profit today, let's not risk it, because if you remember yesterday, the price breaks the trend line and returns and starts to get in the other direction. That's why I felt some doubts and told you move the stop loss, and the price returns, hit my stop loss. Then I decided to enter again the price returns. My mistake here was that I had to wait for a breakout on the previous bottom after the retracement, and then to move the stop loss. So yeah, we could have catched many more pips because our take profit one was on 43, and after the pin bar that has been created here, we could have closed the whole trade. But don't worry, I think that this trade right now is going good. It will compensate some of the missed opportunity, if of course if it reaches the profit. But you can see that even I sometimes have doubts, sometimes feel fear, because I have a personal responsibility to every one of you, and that's why I didn't want to risk more than we should. Okay, again, some volumes kick in right now. Okay, let me return. So, doubts. The truth is that we don't have to feel any doubts at all, and it is a huge mistake. Again, even me myself, huge mistake is to doubt the strategy, to doubt whether the stop loss should be further than the strategy suggests, whether the take profit is good enough or we should wait for more, whether we should enter money management. I write down money management, whether we should risk more than we should, and the answer is no, we shouldn't risk more than we should. We shouldn't move the stop loss further. We should collect the take profit when we think it's a good place for it. And somewhere down here I wrote, be like a robot, without questions and doubt in the strategies. You have to say, okay, I have a strong level, like in this situation, I have a strong area, I have a pin bar, the price reached the 50% of the pin bar, I should enter the trade. No matter what happened, maybe it's early to move the stop loss. I don't know. Maybe it will hit the stop loss. But that's it. Again, stop loss hit on break even is better than full stop loss, because you can see what a huge impulse. We are still in a bearish impulse. So let me return. Yeah, you're not going to trade on expectations, but to trust the process. So in this situation, we don't have to trade on expectations, whether the price will continue up, whether it will go down. We move the stop loss, and whatever to happen, whatever it wants. And I think it reached the stop loss of the first trade. Let me show. Yeah. Okay, so the second thing is fear, guys. Fear. I can personally say again, today, these days was the perfect timing for this team, because I also felt like I was afraid to not to wait for the trades to fulfill, like today, move the stop losses early, because I was like, you get some losses, and I but I will do anything that it is in my powers to fix this and to end up the month like we should, on profits, of course. So yeah, the first thing is fear of losing. Fear of losing is a very bad feeling, because this is what I was talking about. we start to move the stop loss early, we start to choose the trades that we enter. Okay, I wrote down this. You start to choose the trades, and of course you think this trade looks bad, I will not enter it, and it turns out to be a good setup and it reaches a take profit. And of course the opposite, you're like, oh, this is cool, this is absolutely as it should be, and it reached the stop loss. So this is how market work. We should let me see, it bogs the brain and you fall into magical circle. Yeah, worst thing that we can do to ourselves is to fall in the trap of emotions, which means too much happiness, too much fear. They are not good emotions, because in both cases, when there is a emotion involved, it bogs the brain, and as I wrote, you fall into the magical circle. As I told you, you start move the stop loss early, you start to choose the trades that you enter, and it is a process that will lead to a loss after a loss after a loss, and this is one of the worst things that a trader could feel. So the next, okay, huge trading firms train their traders not to feel fear. Imagine if you are a trader in a firm that you have 1, 2, or let's say 300 million dollars in capital, and you have to enter trades. If you have just a bit of fear, doubt, or something, some feeling like that, we are pretty sure that you can't handle the pressure. So this type of guys do things like base jumping, motorsports, they drive fast cars, so they can use to the adrenaline, because trading is like a sport. You feel adrenaline, you feel a rush when you enter the trade, when you see whether it will fulfill the profit, whether you will lose money. You feel this kind of feelings, adrenaline, so we have to get used to it. So let us continue to the next step. This is revenge. This is one of the worst against feelings that we could feel. So we can have a loss, let's say we have loss, or the price, like yesterday, just hit our stop loss, and we immediately enter another trade because we want to get revenge on the market. And I can easily say from my experience, it is absolutely impossible to get revenge on the market, guys. Don't try it, because you will end up, I don't know if I should use this, but you will end up fucked up really hard. I can tell you, I've been there. Every single time that you try to get revenge or to do something, as it said, to hurt the market, it will hurt you more. The moment you want to revenge the market, it will take you even more. Yeah, because it is impossible. Your ego will be hurt, but you have to understand that even with hurt ego, you should stop probably, because there are always possibilities for recovery trades, for another trades, and we don't have to fall in the trap of thinking that we should revenge the market, because this is not possible. When there is a strong emotion, the brain stops working. I told that, of course, whether it is anger or happiness, you have to be relaxed. Absolutely. The next one is greed. Most of the times we as people feel greed, and this is not bad in most of the cases, because to want more, I think even it is a good thing, because again, we as a human are created to desire, to want more, to grow. But in case of trading, sometimes it is very bad to be greedy, to enter with huge volumes, to enter multiple trades, uh, to enter when you already missed the entry and things like that. Because we as traders must be very very strict in everything, very disciplined in what we are doing, because there is no way to be profitable in the long term if you don't follow the strategies, if you don't follow the rules, if you're not disciplined enough. There is absolutely no possibility. And we as traders want to be successful long term, not overnight, not to have some huge profits right now, today, and tomorrow to be vanished and to get to have our account margin called. It is not bad to own more, it is bad to own more for a short period of time. Yeah, good, I wrote it down, very good. It's not bad to want more as a person, it is bad to want it, to want more for a short period of time, to want to get the to pass the challenge, the funded account challenge today, to double our account today or this week. In most of the cases, you will need more time than that. So we don't have to be to rush. We don't have to be greedy. So long-term process, simple steps in a long-term process, discipline, follow the strategies, follow the risk, and I'm pretty sure that everything will be okay. You have to be realistic, you have to go through every cycle of the market. Yeah, from the beginning, from the free group to the inner circle, you see how quickly the market changed. Now the market is super volatile. It goes up and down. We've been in moments where it was a choppy market. That means many weeks from the both sides up and down. And that are cycles of the market, and we have to adjust very fast to the situation because there is no other way. You have to follow the rules and be disciplined. Yeah, I talked about that. And of course, this thing I have to write it on my screen somewhere that I can see it. Not every day is a trading day, and this is a rule that I will start again to remind myself, because there are days, let's say like yesterday, you just don't feel it. Yesterday I didn't feel it, and I got, of course, the market beat me down to the ground, because I don't care that I got a stop loss hit, but I care that I got the stop loss hit for 1 pip, and after that the price made 70 pips on profit. And these are situations that you better get some air, get some rest, walk somewhere, and do some stuff that will clean your head, like I did yesterday. So not every day is a trading day. Very important. And here are 8 mistakes that I've written down, so we go through them. And first one is loss of trades. So we spoke about this, but when we have 1, 2, or 3 losing strikes, and we have 1 or 2, 3 losses in a row, it's better to stand off the computer, get a day or two rest from the charts, because there is a high probability that you started to see something that is not there. Because if you have 2 or 3 or 4 losses in a row, there is a high possibility that you stuck in some situation that you are something. Please send us that sheet. Okay, I will send it to you, no worries. After I end here, I will send it to you. I could even try to make it better, but I think it will not be today. So I will send you in this way, send it to you in this way, and after that I will make it even better with time. Cycle, isn't it written this way? I have some mistakes, but I don't know what are the mistakes exactly. So no, okay. Loss of money again. If we feel the emotions that we have lost some huge for us amount of money, maybe it's time to lower the risk. It's super simple. We need some quick time to overfeel these emotions. So if we have some losses in a row, you just need to lower the risk. Enter if you want with 0.01 with lots 0.01 few trades, so you can again, or you can open some demo account and put some trades on the demo account. It's not big of a deal if you give yourself some time. Of course, the next mistake that we commonly make is the risk management. I pretty much talk about this because again, we as the people oftenly wants to rush to do the things quicker than we should, and we enter more trades that we should, we enter higher volumes that we should, and this leads to many of the emotions that we spoke about before that, because the risk, when the price starts to go in the other direction and you risk more than you should, you start to doubt, you start to fear, you start to ask yourself, maybe I shouldn't do this, maybe I shouldn't do that, and we easily can get through these emotions, this stuff, by simply managing our risk better. Rush, the fourth one, rush. I told you, we spoke about this. When, if there is a moment that we saw the trade late and it is already 10-20 pips from the entry, it is better to stay away from the trade. Don't rush. Or if you are watching on 5 minutes and you go on 1 so you don't miss the entry, don't do it, because this is rushing, fear of missing out, and in most of the cases this is a mistake that will lead you to losing money. So we have to be disciplined, we have to wait, we have to observe, we have to analyze, and when everything matched, when everything is okay, we have to jump into a trade. Now I'm seeing that the price started to reject again, and now I'm started to ask myself whether we should enter again. But it is 2:30, 30 minutes before New York, so probably I will wait. Yeah, 5 is really good. Not trader, a gambler. So guys, you have to remember that we are traders, and this leads exactly to point 6. We should have a trading plan. This trading plan means that we should have targets, and if we reach the target, we should end the trade. That's why most of the times I told you, guys, maybe I put the stop loss on, let's say, 60 pips, but if you feel good to close it on 30, feel free to close it. Don't wait for the whole profit. If you're good with, let's say, half of it, or don't close part of the profit, close whole profit. It is up to you. In the end of the day, of course, I have full responsibility of the trades that I post, but you can see how the market is super unpredictable sometimes. You can see how I try to protect you, and this leads to our trades to get close to break even sometimes, to make 40 pips, let's say, and return to hit our stop loss. If you're good with the profit, don't wait for 10-20 pips more, collect the profit, because again, in the end of the day, some of you are with live accounts, some of you needs this money, so some of you may collect $50 and they to be okay with that profit. It's okay. Collect the profit and don't wait for something that may not happen. Have it in mind. Don't believe. I not believe, but don't take every trade that I post for 100% sure trade, or the profit that I am willing to wait for the best profit, and so on. Trust yourself also. 7.7, from demo to live. The idea of the demo account is to try every strategy that you will further use, to backtest it, to see whether when to move the stop loss, to see whether it is better to wait for the whole profit and things like that, but with not with the real money, because in this case it would be very much cheaper than in the second option. So demo account is super important. You should start trading with demo account to try everything, and when you have 2-3 months of successful trading with profits, with following the strategies, with following the rules, and everything is okay, to move on to live account, because as I told you, otherwise you may get stuck with losses, because you don't have the experience, and you didn't go through the every cycle of the market, and so on. So we are not going to have time, and today I think I want to tell about these things. What strategy I'm using. I explained one of the strategies. You can find it in the Telegram group, in the inner circle. Thank you that you like how I'm explaining with my poor English, but I will get better, I promise. I think that I have many things from my experience that I can teach you, I can show you. Of course, I made some mistakes, but you can see that I'm trying my best for everything to be good, because again, I fell today. I think it was today, I spoke with one of you in private, and I told you, maybe I'm talking about psychology, but I'm a person like you, and maybe I fell for the trap that with the group, with the responsibility for the trades, I wanted to catch the bigger movements, many pips, so I can be like, guys, I'm very good. I'm expert. I'm super good trader. But in a volatile market on small charts, it is an absolute let's call it bullshit. I should stick for the fewer pips. So you can see how you should change, you should adapt to the market. You should know when to look for breakouts, when to look for order books and stuff like that, which comes from experience. So that's why I told you, don't worry. We had some losses. I will fix the way I enter trades. I will fix the profits. We will search for less profits. I mean less pips to collect the whole profit, so we can end up the month in a good profit. And of course, the 8th point is overconfidence. As I told you, I started the free live sessions very well. If you were with me from the beginning, I was just like opening the chart and okay, I enter the trade, boom, 140 pips profit. I enter a trade, boom, 70 pips on profit. And it was really quite amazing, guys, quite amazing. But I felt again a little bit, of course, for the overconfidence trap. And when I started Inner Circle, I remember the first day of the Inner Circle, I had losses. And I was like, man, why now? Why now? But this is part of trading. And you can see, guys, it's not easy job. Trading is not easy at all. And when you are alone, you have to be very, very strict, very disciplined. Otherwise, it will be very hard. So to answer you, my friend, what strategy? As I told you, you can find a video about order box, one of the strategies that I use, smart money. Somewhere if you scroll up, it was from I think Friday. So find it, watch it if you want. I will talk about this strategy. But this Friday I will talk maybe because the other two strategies that I use are breakouts and grab liquidity. That is how I call them. Maybe, perhaps they have another names, I don't know. But these are the three types of the three strategies that I most commonly use to trade gold, and they work pretty well. But of course, not 100%, and that's why we're making this analysis. We protect the trades and so on and so on, because if now the price breaks down, we would not be asking ourselves, oh, why we move the stop loss so early. And that is the idea. Guys, I think that this was pretty much for today. Thank you for the part of you who watched it. Also, it will be available for you to watch it after that. Don't worry. I hope you learn you learn something from these sessions. I hope you learn something from the trades that we enter, from the analysis that I make. I hope you like the group, because I want it to become better and better in time. So this could be but this could be a community that will help you grow and be profitable. We will adjust the trades, we will adjust everything, and I'm pretty motivated that this month not this month by 2 days from now, but month from opening the inner circle, we went on a good profit. So guys, that was for today, and I would take a rest now, and we will check if there is something for the New York session. Again, thank you, and you can watch this video after that in the, yeah, you will see it. Okay guys, bye.